What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 best and worst value power forwards. We've already done the point guard, shooting guards, and small forwards, and honestly, with the recent market crash, those lists are actually going to change a good bit, but I'm probably going to wait until maybe April or so to make the list again, to be honest. But anyway, now let's go over the power forwards. So we're going to start off with the 5 worst value, not necessarily the worst power forwards. A lot of the worst value ones are as good, if not better, than cards in the best value list. This is solely based on value, and I just think these cards are not worth the MT that they cost. First up, for 50k MT, we've got one of the best power forwards in the game, Anthony Davis' Amethyst card. This card is really nice. Don't get me wrong, it is really nice. Like 98 defensive overall, 94 offensive overall. And also, it's better, yes, than the Ruby Anthony Davis, but not enough better that I think that it makes too much of a difference in game. Like, obviously, he's got a bit of a better mid-range shot, but Davis already had a really good one. Rebounding is a big one, the offensive rebounding, but as far as I know, stats, well, from my experience, stats don't seem to do much with that. +7 in block is good. Steal is actually a big one of +26. The rest of them are things that don't really matter too much, to be honest. And he's similar in speed as well. So the Ruby card is like 5k MT, which is 1/10 of the price of this card. That's the only reason why it's on the worst value list, but it's still a really good card, just not the best value, to be honest. And number 4, we've got Amare Stoudemire for 80,000 MT. So this Amare card is so average. He comes in Hall of Fame Velocity Finisher, which is a badge that does not do anywhere near as much as it did last year. Last year was a little bit too overpowered. This year, to be honest, it's a little bit too weak. Posterizer is a good one to have though, and does come with 16 gold badges. He's got a good post hook and fadeaway, good shot mid, good shot 3, ratings wise, but in the games I used him, he couldn't hit a shot, even though he does have a good enough release. Free throw of 85, terrible passing stats, good rebounding stats, good block of 92. While defensive IQ is good, lateral quickness is 69, which is not terrible for a guy who's 6'10". He's also got a great standing dunk, driving dunk, tendencies of 195 for standing dunk. He's got 86 speed, which is great for a power forward. Stats wise, should be a beast, but like, to be honest, with the way 2K are releasing more and more really good players, this card, to be honest, for 80k is not good value, and really bad value at that. I'd take a Ruby Porzingis over this card any day, just like I said in my gameplay with this card. But again, not a bad card at all. And number 3 from the same collection, Tim Duncan, who is right now about 58k MT, so close to 60k MT. Comes with 3 Hall of Fame badges, up and under specials, drop stepper, and post spin technician, which are alright ones, to be fair. He's got a good enough post fadeaway, good enough post hook, not as good as someone like a KARL Malone. Open shot mid is okay of 84, open shot 3 is not good of 50. He's got an 80 free throw, which is not terrible, but not the best either. His rebounding stats are good. 95 block is really good. He's got on-ball defense IQ of 88, which is good, but lateral quickness of 42, which makes that almost useless. Low post defense IQ is really good. Speed of 80, which is very good for Tim Duncan, but not the best speed with ball. Driving dunk tendency of 90, standing dunk of 99 is good, but for 60k, terrible value, to be honest. At number 2, we have got Ruby Dave DEBUSSCHERE. There's only one of them on the market right now, but there's normally a good few of them. And normally he goes for less than the 15k he is right now. Normally he goes for like, trying to think what his normal price is. I think it's somewhere around the 9 to 11k range, but he's still not the cheapest power forward. He's 6'6". That's what the huge problem is. An average post hook and fadeaway for a power forward. He's really undersized. He's got open shot mid of 82, which is not the best. Open shot 3 of 70, which again is very, well, below average, to be honest. He's got 69 ball control, not great. He's got okay rebounding stats, but he's 6'6", so he's not going to get any of them. Lateral quickness of 74 is not good. He's got on-ball defensive IQ of 90, low post defensive IQ of 90, but he's so small that them stats don't even matter. Speed of only 64 is terrible. Driving dunk of 65 with a tendency of 80. He might dunk a little bit, but this card is just terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. And the Bob Lanier collection reward isn't great either, so a lot of time I don't put cards in these lists if the collection reward is good, but this one isn't even good at all, to be honest. And at number 1, we have got Kevin McHale. So Kevin McHale is 60k right now, and he's part of the Bench Boost collection. The reward for this collection is the J.R. Smith Amethyst card. To be honest, like, Amethyst cards are nothing special. Even though that one isn't too bad, it's not an incredible card at this stage in the game because of how many overpowered cards they've released. He's got a good post hook and fadeaway. He's got a good enough open shot mid of 89. He's got a good open shot 3 for some reason of 78, even though McHale didn't shoot 3s at all. He's got not the best, but not terrible rebounding stats, not good lateral quickness, a terrible block, Great on ball defensive IQ and low post defensive IQ, but block rating and lateral quickness are more important than them stats. Terrible driving dunk, speed of 78, which is alright, even though he has a 100 driving dunk tendency. So yeah, this card is a decent power forward, don't get me wrong, but there are much better power forwards for 1/10 of the price in this guy, so that's the reason he's number 1, and I don't think the J.R. Smith is that good a collection, to be honest. And now we're on to the 5 best value power forwards. And number 5 for 2,500 MT is Sapphire Aaron Gordon. 90 defensive overall, 87 offensive overall, 3 bronze badges, which to be honest isn't the best, but not the best in the post, and you're going to want to use him as a stretch 4 because he's got an 85 shot mid and a 90 shot 3 with a really nice release, especially off the catch and especially in the corners. He's got a good free throw. He's got decent lateral quickness of 75, which is not bad at all for a 6'9 power forward. He's got okay on-ball defense, not the best low-post defensive IQ, even though for some reason his defense is better than his offense. But he's got a 97 driving dunk with 100 tendency, 90 standing dunk tendency with a 90 standing dunk as well, 76 speed, which is alright, 69 speed with ball, which means that he can actually push the floor a little bit. Not going to be great at it, but he'll be able to do it. And a beast of a card for this cheap. And number 4 for 4.5k MT is Sapphire KRISTAPS Porzingis. Like, I have him in over the Ruby, and the Ruby's the better card, but the Ruby's like 20k, so I'm going to have the Sapphire in. He's got a great standing layup, okay driving layup, good enough post fadeaway and post hook. He's got an open shot mid of 92, open shot 3 of 89 with a money release. He's also got 88 free throw, which is good. He's got an unbelievable block of 95, which is huge. Rebounding, offensive, not the best, even though he gets a ton of them. Like, the offensive rebound stat is really misleading because he is 7'3", he gets the rebounds. Defensive rebound, 88, is quite good. Obviously 95 block, as I said. 75 driving dunk with 95 tendency, and because he's 7'3", he dunks a ton. 72 speed is great, again, because he's 7'3", and is a perfect stretch 4 or even small ball 5 in this game. Just because of how much of a difference height makes, and how height, to be honest, is more important than ratings in the majority of cases. And number 3 for 7k MT, but was actually 5k MT 2 days ago, is Ruby Anthony Davis. So this card, 89 defensive overall, 91 offensive overall. I've already kind of glanced over his stats, but great mid-range shot, great 3-point shot, and a really nice release. He's got a good enough post hook and post fadeaway, so he's good in the post. He's also got good driving dunk of 86 with tendency of 95, great speed of 82. Speed of ball 72 is not bad at all, especially for a power forward. His defense isn't as good as the Rubies or as the Amethyst, not even close to being as good, but is still solid, rebounds well, and is one of the best stretch 4s I've used this year. Well, the Amethyst is definitely the better card. The Amethyst is nearly 10 times the price, so there's a reason why the Amethyst is on the worst value and this one's on the best value. Because to be honest, using the 2 of them in game, you probably won't feel that much of a difference. Unless you're trying to run everything through the Amethyst. If you're just using them as a stretch 4, you probably won't feel that much of a difference, to be honest. So that's why he's on the list. And number 2 for 5,900. Okay, there should be definitely more Kyle Kuzmas on the market than this. There's not. There's only 3 of them now. The market was flooded with him a couple of days ago. So maybe the market stabilized a little bit. But when the market crashed, this card was 2k MT. But and earlier today, this card was 3.5k MT. But anyway, even for 6k, he belongs somewhere on this list of best value power forwards. Stats-wise, he's one of the best offensive power forwards in the game. Not going to do much in the post. Not a great post hook or post fadeaway. Great driving layup of 92. Good open shot mid of 89. Money open shot 3 of 90 with an unbelievable release. Like, he's got one of the best releases in the game for a big man. He plays like a small ball 4. He plays like a guard, to be honest. He plays like a wing, and he feels like a wing when you're playing with him. 82 ball control, which means he's probably 1, maybe 2 moments cards away from speed boosting, which is great. He's got okay rebounding stats, great lateral quickness of 82, which is really important if you are playing against a KD or a LeBron at power forward. 80 steals good, on-ball defensive IQ 75, not the best. Low post defensive IQ, not the best, but still not absolutely terrible. 85 driving dunk with an 85 tendency is good. 82 speed is good. 76 speed with ball as well. So if his speed with ball can go up a little bit, as well as his ball control, he'll be one of the perfect point power forwards, and you'll be able to run him pretty much every position. Like, he's speed boosting away from being able to play 1 through 5, to be honest. This card is really versatile, great shooter, and just an overall great card. To be honest, I'd wait for another market crash, and you can pick him up for like 2-3k. To be honest, you'll be able to pick him up for that. That's what I'd wait for. But still, he's not bad value at all at 6k. And number 1, of course, probably the best 2 or 3 value cards in my team. It's Amethyst KARL Malone. 94 defensive overall, 98 offensive overall. Comes with 2 Hall of Fame badges. And he's 5k MT. And sometimes it goes for lower than 5k MT. He's got a 96 post fadeaway, 94 post hook, open shot mid of 92, open shot 3 of 75, which is money from the corners. Not the best in wings, but money from the corners. 85 free throws, really good. He's also got good offensive and defensive rebounding. 85 block is good. He's got good enough speed of 80, great driving dunk of 85, the tendency of 85, dunks a ton. Standing dunk is good. He's an absolute beast of a card and is 5k NC. Like, if you've never used KARL Malone or don't have KARL Malone in your collection, I don't know why. That's the only thing I can say is why, because there's never been a card this high rated for this cheap ever in 2K, and a card this good for this cheap is a must buy. So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.